that is a wrap. 5 minutes, right at 6 minutes. So, as you can see, not a very long process at all. Do that 2 times a day, and that is it. Now, right now, I still got the, it kind of lift, got the boom up in the air a little bit, and that's because, like, with it on an angle like that, if I hit the brakes, it won't come off of that hook that it's on. See what I'm saying? Like, if I lower it flat down without pulling it all the way to the front, it can come off the hook. You can drop it out here. I mean, you know, that happens all the time. People drop them. But yeah, man, that is it. You know, didn't get not a stain on me. Didn't exert very much energy. Easy day, man. Easy day. Easy days, I should say. But yeah, man, that's all I got. I'm gonna be back in a little bit. You know. Just made it back to the yard. About to drop this container. So what I didn't get to show on the first video is I got some straps right here. Just secure them up there. I got one on both sides. And then, like I was saying, you know, make sure that the chains are secured, binders, whatever. And then, you know, you get to moving. So we about to set this thing down right quick. I gotta put the pump on though. Hold up. Yeah, man, that's the day. As of right now, I don't have a second run. Like, they prepping the next one, but probably won't be ready today. And I tell you who ain't complaining. But yeah, that's it, man. That's what I do. You know, I think the biggest adjustment, you know, from going from pulling a drive in to this is the length of this trailer. It's only 28 feet. So to go from that 53 foot to 28, you know, if you've never driven or pulled a shorter trailer, it starts reacting a whole lot faster when you're backing up. So actually lining up to the container was quite the task at first, you know what I'm saying? I say it at least took me a solid week to really understand, you know, this shorter trailer setup. But other than that, man, it's just having an idea of how much weight is in that container before you start to lift it, because we've had instances where other drivers go to lift one that's too heavy because these people at the plant are, you know, borderline retarded, most of them. So they'll overload these things, and the container itself weighs over 7,000 pounds by itself. So sometimes you might come here, they might have 36,000 pounds worth of product in these containers, and you know, obviously the truck can pull that. The problem with it is with this tractor trailer is lifting it. You know what I'm saying? So you go to start lifting it up, all of the weight is on the trailer. So it'll cause the drives to come up off the ground. The truck will be shaped like that, you know what I mean? And that's just way too heavy, way too heavy. So like now, you know, I've been doing this for a little bit now. I could look in there and look at the level, like how high the product is inside the container, and get a good idea about how much it weighs to know whether it's overweight or not, because they're not weighing none of that stuff over here. You know what I mean? There ain't none of that here. You just pick it up and then hope for the best in their minds, but not me. Like I'm not about to risk my CDL running overweight, you know, because early on, whenever I got here, I would come pick one up and the truck would lift it just fine. And then it was just one day I was like, you know what, let me go get this weighed. So I went over to the pilot, got it scaled, and it was overweight on the trailer. You know what I mean? And the reason for that is because sometimes it'll still be kind of liquid, some liquid inside the container, and all of that, when you're lifting it up, shift to the back. So it put all the weight on the trailer. Now there's not supposed to be any liquid in it, but again, like I said, these people over here at the plant, borderline, you know, retards. So it happens quite often. But yeah, that's it, man. There was a guy here that, you know, earlier in the video, I showed how I kind of kept the boom up a little bit. There was a guy that didn't slide the can back all the way forward, and he had it all the way down on the trailer. So whenever you go to hit the brakes, the can will come forward, because again, it's not all the way forward where it's got the, you know, those pins to stop it. So it'll come forward and disconnect from the winch, and then, you know, you end up dropping it, which is, you know, obviously that dude ain't here no more. But you know, out there at the drop site, you see that kind of often, man. Dudes dropping them, just little stuff like that. You know what I mean? Not really paying attention to those little details. You get so complacent doing the same thing every single day that, you know, I can see dudes overlook it, but I'm real particular with that stuff. Like, you know, having a record, I've never hit nothing, never got no tickets, none of that kind of stuff. I take pride in that, so I try to keep it that way. Never tore nobody's stuff up. So I make sure, you know, if I just got to take a little extra time, move a little slower, that's what I do, just to make sure, you know, I don't make no mistakes. You know what I'm saying? We've even had dudes to pull off from here. And again, you got to check them chains on the back of the doors, because that's, you know, those chains keep the doors closed. Dudes not checking the chains, start going down the road, the door fly open. All the product, you know, that's a hazmat spill. You know what I'm saying? That stuff spill out in you know, the you know, in the city or town or wherever you at. So, you know, that's a whole nother thing. Company get fined, you know, the people got to come out there and do all kinds of stuff. Definitely gonna lose your job, don't worry about it. So, you know, them little things, but it's so simple, man. This is sweet, man. I say that all the time, you know, when y'all ask me on the lives, but it's really a sweet little gig, man. Like right now, it's 9 o'clock. I've been at work for 4 hours, about 5 hours. Been to work about 5 hours, and I'm done. I can literally go punch out right now and still get paid for the entire day of work. So I mean, you kind of can't beat that, you know what I'm saying? But what I'm probably gonna do, just to kill a little more time, you know, they might end up being able to get this thing ready. I doubt it, but I'll probably go get me something to eat, go sit down and eat, and you know, just chill. I might even go live, so if you can, tune in. But that's all I got, man. So if you're on the road, be safe. And man, actually, shout out to all of y'all that have children, small children at home, and y'all over the road, man. I know that's gotta be tough, bro. Cause my first day back to work, you know, my daughter ain't nothing but a week old. But my first day back to work, man, I missed that child so much, man. And you know, right now, all she could do is cry. Sometimes give us a little smile here and there. You know, flail her little arms and legs around. That's it. Well, actually, she can roll over, which I didn't think really happened with newborns, but yeah, she roll over. So, you know, we gotta be real careful with her when she go to sleep. She can roll over and smother herself. So, you know. But yeah, man, shout out to y'all, bro. I take a strong person to be able to do that. I don't think I'm that strong, man. I don't think I'm that strong. Like, missed that little girl to death. And I was only going for a couple hours, so I could imagine going for 2-3 weeks, you know, however long you're on the road. So shout out to y'all, everybody that's doing it, and I pray that you get yourself in a situation to where that you don't have to do that, man. You know what I mean? So again, if you're on the road, be safe. If you got them babies at the house, make sure you putting in the work, knocking them goals out, that way you can get back home to them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm out, man. Y'all be easy.